big hog's going to turn on the breaker again. We currently have our big overhead light that's like attached to this chain in the kitchen, propped up. Oh yeah, that's fucking bright, dude. That's bright. That's good. We're replacing all of our bulbs with LEDs. The places where we screwed the bulbs into were like incredibly loose. So Finley just like tightened all of them and is now putting the light fixture back. Pretty harsh. Having some granola, and I added some chocolate chips that wouldn't fit into my mason jar when I was like moving the bulk over from the paper bags to my mason jars yesterday. I had some leftover chocolate chips, so I added it to the leftover granola. Watching the little doggies, they're just taking in the sunshine with me while I have my belated breakfast. I don't know what I'll do today. I want to unpack all the pots and pans finally because I got all the mold out of that cabinet. It was really easy to clean with the distilled white vinegar and baking soda, and so that's good. I don't think it will come back, but if it does, I know how to manage it. And so I'll unpack all the pots and pans. If I don't find my coffee grinder in there, I may have to order a new one. This is my cute outfit today, by the way. My watch matches my whole ensemble. My little packed bra, my little overalls I got in a clothing swap. Whoa, 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 whoa. This deck is very rickety. Holy shit. Gotta replace that. We're finding all of our pots and pans again, and it's a total thrill. Also, all the light bulbs that we bought are more of like a cool white, and it is very shocking. We're keeping those bright bulbs in for right now, but we did have to buy more warm white ones to replace. Finley really likes those. I mean, do you want to tell them?
Yeah, I really love, like, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I absolutely love cool light, like daylight white and stuff like that, but I use it like in my workspaces and stuff like that. So like if I'm down in the basement at night or something, like it's absolutely lovely to have those bright white lights to me, but it's definitely like feels wrong for whatever reason in the daytime, in
especially
a space like this.
You know, when you come in through the front door and you're like, whoa.
When it's like combating the natural sunlight, which despite that being called daylight white, natural sun definitely seems more yellow to me. The light it brings in here, and maybe it's the wood interior too and whatnot, but it feels like not the right shade of white to me. So yeah. I love bright spaces though. Some people are like lamp people. I'm like a 50 overhead light person. Yeah,
he loves a fluorescent light, but I understand it's like really good for a workshop, like especially when you're working in the basement at night. It's just so much better. I love my pants. I'm so happy. Oh, this one is the one we need to re-season. Had this dish towel since Lindsay and I's first apartment in LA. A little teal moment. Whoa, that's a lid. Was it really bad idea to put that basket in here? I was wondering where all my dish towels went, and they were all wrapped around the pan so they wouldn't scratch each other. What's pretty annoying about all of this is like this doesn't open. So you have to just like shove stuff in the side. We're going outside to try to plan where we would want our future garden. Oh, I didn't know that he had this here. I never even saw this. It's like, yeah, like I didn't understand until.
And that's not actually the walking path. Like this is the walking path.
Oh. Oh. Like and then he had a fire pit here.
Sort of plant in, but even it, you can see how rocky the soil is. I'm sure shit would still grow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like this is so compacted and such shitty soil, but it's actually pretty good for raised beds because we're not planting into it, we're just planting on top of it. And the weeds and whatnot would probably be not too crazy.
Totally.
And then up here is even more compacted and rocky.
Daddy's big girl, Lucy, 2002. Oh. Sam Fatty, 93 to 2004. Whoa, look at this mushroom. Wow.
See how like grass basically doesn't even grow here?
Yeah, it's almost just like moss. It looks really sandy. Wow.
I think that's just like moss roots. That's why I think we should do raised beds in one of these areas. Probably has more sun.
Yeah, that looks like more sun down there. Come on, Larry. I haven't really explored back there where Larry likes to keep going. Do you think that this grave is for a dog? He leaves flowers here. That's so sweet. Larry. I know. He doesn't like the idea of any dog ever dying. So this is where you want to put...
Well, I haven't thought about orchards at all. That's just not even on my radar.
Yeah, it could be more on my radar though. I just think it would be good to have stuff here that's more like permanent, you know, forever bearing. What do you smell on the wind, Bisher? So this is the weird propane setup then. The propane tank that he buried the line of partially, and then it comes out to here. Just so unsafe. It's insane. And this is like the hookup for our gas stove and the propane wall heaters. And it's not from a propane company to service it. It's just like these random tanks he buys. So we need to get that in order too, because it's just wildly unsafe. Look at this, Lindsay. This is for you, the she shed sign. This is what I was gonna say, baby. Like, if we have barn here, future like big structure, because there's a lot of, you know, structural things already here, then we could have the pigs graze like right here, and then they could have some access to the woods or something. I'm walking around cleaning up some of the trash in the woods that was never cleaned up, and I'm finding like these random pieces of fucking insulation and stuff like that, but also like these roofing materials. And then I went down further and I was like, this is like a platform or the foundation of some kind of an outbuilding. A tire, another tire down there. Larry loves exploring the woods. You know, I'm just finding like cans and plastic bottles and old planters and stuff like that. But this was definitely a building at some point. You can see from the cement posts. This is interesting. I'll have to show Finley this. It looks like this giant tree fell down on top of the structure, or maybe the structure was already gone to begin with, but it looks like it really crushed it down there. So who knows? Fill in this giant hole. That's a big hole. I guess that's where the cement post might have been and got ripped out. Lots of places to explore around here. Oh, and a little tiny mushroom. Cute. All right, Finley's working on the other side of this wall in our bedroom, and I'm gonna be unpacking the bathroom today, but first I have to clean the bathroom because it's disgusting. So I'm gonna be doing that first. I'm using the max setting, like the highest one on my Dyson. Sorry, he's really doing a lot of renovations. Okay, so he left behind a Swiffer wet jet with no fluid in it, but that's fine because I'm just gonna use my Blue Land like all-purpose spray. But I just vacuumed all the floors, but still you can see like there's just so many scuffings in this vinyl floor. It's like insane. Like, is this, oh, that's not a scuffing, but all of these are. Like, I thought all of this was dirt, and it's just straight up not. There's like a cigarette burn or some kind of a burn. I don't know. So I'm just trying to focus on cleaning these floors actually before we are gonna end up like gutting this bathroom and completely redoing it once we get another usable bathroom set up. But right now I'm just like getting everything off the floors and cleaning the floors because it's pretty gross to be in here. And I also just washed all of these doors and got all of the dust off, like even up to the tops. And I also cleaned all of these shelves because there's a lot of storage in this bathroom, which I'm pretty excited about because I have a lot of bathroom stuff. So I'm gonna unpack that once I finish cleaning. I'm pretty annoyed because I just Swiffered the entire floor and it still doesn't even really look like I cleaned it. So I'm just letting it dry a little bit more in there before I load up all of these shelves. And I think I'm just gonna do like bathroom storage as I go, like try to figure out kind of a system, you know, for all of this stuff, and try to see too, come on doggies. We're really scared about the dogs going into this work zone right now because Finley's just found some like random crap on the floors, just like hidden in the closet, like falling down from the shelves. So he's like in the midst of clearing out all the wood from in there, and the dogs just keep hanging out on the stairs following him. They're obsessed. Anyway, I'm gonna look around here and see if there's any more boxes for the bathroom, but I don't think I have any more down here. I'm having a little Sammy break before I get back to unpacking the bathroom, but I have Annie's goddess dressing on both pieces of bread, and then spinach, tofurkey, and Swiss cheese. Delicious. Oh, on Dave's 21 grade bread. I just started listening to A Court of Wings and Ruin, and I am just like 5 minutes in. I finished A Court of Mist and Fury either last night or the night before. I'm doing this now where I'm cleaning up the shower and I'm gonna put up our shower curtain and liner. He actually has a machine washable liner that I do want, but it's pretty dirty at the bottom, so I wanna clean it first. So for right now, I'm gonna replace it later basically. Like I'm gonna take the machine washable liner that he has, wash that, and then put that on later and replace this one that we have, or move this one to a future shower somewhere else. But for right now, I just want our own shower curtain up here, and I just cleaned the tub and all that kind of stuff. I did a scrub-a-dub-dub in the tub. Let's get into it, yo. Cute. All right, I just scrub-a-dub-dub the toilet. And now I'm loading in the toilet paper to the top shelf of here. And then I'm gonna organize the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna put some supplements in here. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, are you guys ready to see the current state of the bathroom? Wow, I'm charging my freaking vacuum in here because it was really put to work today, so she needs a little more juice. But over here, I got our little night light out and I hung that in there. I plugged that in. And then Finley gave me this for Christmas a couple years ago. It's like an organizer for all my essential oils. So I put that there. Sorry, you know, it's an old house. And I also currently have this on the hand towel rack, which is just like my organizer for all of my daily stuff that I packed in my suitcase. So I still have to find places for all of that for sure. But right now I have all of my dental stuff out and organized. We're using the rest of his hand soap he left behind until it's all gone, because why throw it away? And then I have like my dermaplaner stuff, which I freaking love this thing from Leaf. And then my little fun fancy soap. And I'm keeping my hairbrush up here as well, just to get it out of the way. And I cleaned the windows, I vacuumed everywhere, cleaned the toilet. I have all my little toilet cleaning things back there, an emergency roll of toilet paper from Who Gives a Crap, and my toilet cleaner at the top there. We do plan to replace his toilet with the one that he left for us downstairs. Hey y'all. And then we got our towels just hanging. And right now I don't know where my bath mats are. I think that they're still in Virginia, so we're just using this little hand towel. But I got this all hung, and the inside of the shower is all clean, and my little organizer is just hanging all my stuff up there. I'm secretly hanging my little hair towel here. And then under the sink here is just my giant bags of Epsom salt and all of my refills for my Blue Land hand soap, which I don't currently have out up here because the hand soap is actually downstairs at the sink. I think we are gonna keep this, by the way, as a little ode to the cellar. I think it's really cute. But are you ready for the real deal? This is everything I did for the past, I don't know, 3-4 hours. I organized this whole bathroom thing. And I told y'all before we moved, like when we were still in Virginia, that I just have so much bathroom shit because I didn't declutter before we left Oregon. So a lot of this is just like what I moved with. I packed the bathroom as like one of my last night's things that I did, and I was just so tired. I was just like, whatever, fuck it, I'm taking everything. So just like a quick overview, we have our scale down there and my little like mirror thing that used to display essential oils and things in Oregon, but honestly I just like really don't use essential oils enough right now to display anything on them. I guess I could use it to display perfumes, but I also don't use that many perfumes, so I don't really know. And then in here we have like menstruation products, and so I put that all in a basket, as well as like my heating pad and my little like microwavable neck thing, and then my castor oil wrap. This is filled with like travel empties, like tiny little travel containers for shampoo and conditioner. I have my 20s World Up and Away cleansing balm for taking off my makeup. This is all my makeup. My my brushes, and then my steamer. And then up here is all of my extra deodorants. Back there is all of my extra essential oils that wouldn't fit in that little organizer. And then I have all of my like CBD salves, like topical stuff. And then up front, up here, I have all of my like bath and shower stuff. And then I have like foot stuff. And then this whole section back here, well, this is Lush Empties and my witch hazel, but that whole section back there is all of my like handmade products that I've made throughout, you know, just living, loving, and being an herbalist. So just various salves and lotions and hair things and whatever. And then in here was kind of like loosey-goosey stuff, like tiny enough things to put in a little organizer. And then I have like my makeup brush wash, my little plug for the drain. There actually is a drain plug that sits at the top of this shower up here. So I don't know if I'll need that like tub blocker, but who knows, I might need it for a future one. I have like my bra wash and like splints back there and like ice bags for if you hurt yourself or need a little brace or something. And then we have just like random stuff like vaginal health things, hydrogen peroxide, Pepto-Bismol. All of our Band-Aids and like first aid stuff is right here. Just like various gauzes and liquid bandage and arnica gel and like, you know, antibiotic ointment, Q-tips, you know, my thermometer, all that kind of good stuff. And then in here's like, if you're sick, you go to the basket. Or you got a headache, you go to the basket, okay? We even got like a little N95 in here. And then like, I don't know, emergency packets and various kind of things that we've accumulated over the years, like, you know, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, as well as a few like cut cleaning sprays and stuff like that. And then this over here is all of my dental stuff. And then I have sun care. So like sunscreen and then after sun care, you know, aloe, all that kind of good stuff. My bug repellents, all of my various like salves and shea butters. Some of them are like CBD salves. Some of them are just like, I don't know, random things, Lush things that I've gotten. This I've had since 2016 and I fucking use this shit like so often and I'm finally getting to the bottom of it. It's truly shocking that it's taken me almost 8 years to go through this. I got it when I got this, wait, no, not even this tattoo. My very first tattoo in 2016. Did I get that in 2016 or 17? I may be lying to you. Maybe I got that in 2017. Either way, it's lasted fucking forever. And then I have back here just like various facial oils, you know, face lotions, whatever, under eye cream and eye pads and things, and then like refills for my dermaplaner, a bunch of scrubs, face masks, big bulk bentonite clay, and another face mask. This is all like hair stuff, so like scrunchies and claw clips and little fun, my little carrot clip that my friend Corey gave me for my birthday, like random stuff, hairbrushes, hairspray, curling iron, all that kind of good stuff. And then Finley literally goes, "Can I just get one shelf?" And I was like, "Why do you even need a shelf? I was gonna use that one for all my bath stuff." And he was like, "Just move it lower. You can put the bath stuff lower. I just am asking for one shelf." So I put all of his like shaving cream, deodorant, DOP kit, supplements, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the stuff he doesn't even like take on the daily. It's just like random stuff that he's accumulated. So he literally has his one little shelf. And then this is pet stuff. I have like the pigs moisturizing oil that I'll put on them on spa days, and then the dog's flea and tick shampoo, and then extra toilet paper up there. Wow, really made use of that space. Now I gotta break down all these boxes and take them out because we gotta do a dump run pretty soon. I'm doing good about not saving any of the boxes. Be gone, boxes. Go live a different life somewhere else. Check in on Finley and his little workshop over here. Hello, what are you up to? What's up with you? Getting out all of the nails?
Yeah, pretty close. There's a big pile over in the shed too.
Of wood?
Yeah, one's already got the nails out of.
Oh, nice.
But I'm just taking it out of some of the bigger pieces. It's getting smaller. A lot of these don't have much in them anyways, so.
Wow, this light's really good down here. This thing is so fucking bright overhead.
Yeah.
Ah! Well, you look pretty hot. The ladies love it. And it's me and Rue who are the ladies. Come on, Rue. Come on, Tippy Tap Tom. Come on, little Tinker Tom. Okay. Are you guys ready for a satisfying shot of today's vacuuming contents? Oh my god, I got you, Dusty. All right, this is all of the evidence of my unpacking so far. Wow. Actually, there's supposed to be 3 big yellow bins here as well because Finley brought one out filled with lumber, but I just vacuumed right here by the door. So now it finally looks cutie pie. And then we go out over here and dun 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 dun, a truck bed full of trash and recycling. I'm finally getting rid of my Great Jones box. My sister gave me this iconic box for Christmas, either last year or the year before. I think it was the year before. And she gave me a Great Jones Dutch oven. And I actually have it on my oven here, the big pretty yellow one. And it came in this iconic box. I've been hoarding it for so long. I brought it in the move, all that stuff. And now I'm finally like, I'm not keeping any boxes, okay? Not a single one. Maybe I can start a new hoarding collection later, but I'm not starting this move with a bunch of boxes. This is the Dutch oven I speak of, by the way, the yellow one. Oh, so cute. I finished all my tasks at 8:09 p.m. and our stovetop is not currently working. That's why I'm just displaying all of these things on it. If it was actually working, I would need to find a better use of space. Oh, I forgot to show you what I did today earlier. I put all of the pots and pans in here. So I have like all of our colanders and things down here and like salad spinner. And then this is just extra plates and bowls and then a bunch of pots and pans. A little creaky cabinet there. And then in here, I put everything that's gonna go in the future dining room. So like our decanter, ice bucket, cake stand, fancy china, you know, all that stuff. And I moved a lot of the stuff off of this table so that I can just have my little coffee station. I looked at the co-op yesterday for a new coffee grinder and they did not even have a hand crank one. So I did order one offline today amongst other things, which I'll show you when they come in. And then I cleared off all this area and then moved my little produce giant salad bowl thing over here and cleared it off from in here because it was just so gross putting anything that was like not covered underneath the stairs just because all of this shit could fall on it. So I replaced it with all of our cookie jars and then everything else is covered and looking gorgeous and beautiful. It still looks quite chaotic over here. Still have to wash our sheets and put those on, but we can't hook up our laundry, you know, like our washer and dryer yet until we fix the electrical. So these are just hanging out here. This is actually a ton of donations and then I just have to kind of, you know, consolidate as the days go on. But I'd say for the past 3 days, I've really been slaying. Would you say that, baby, about me?
You're doing awesome.
You've been doing awesome too, getting so much handyman work done. Wow, Rue, you brought in a bald ball. What the hell? You totally decapitated the fur. No, you can't keep that. You can keep the bald ball, but not this fur that she's just gonna shed everywhere. Did you see I cleaned off over here by the door? No more clutter. Also, like, what happened to these dowels or whatever they're called? These little hanger things. No posts. We got 3 out of 5. Best 3 out of 5. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I got this little dog biscuit dachshund looking jar off our wedding registry and I finally put it out. It suits well next to the little dog True Blues poster as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit now. I'm really tired. Morning glory, y'all. Today is Thursday and I can't believe it because we've almost been here for an entire week. I'm in shock that a week ago we were moving up here. What time is it now? It's almost 12. We weren't ready to move yet, but we were almost ready. Anyway, the entire morning I've just spent with my little planner putting everything out into my, you know, scheduling all of the projects that we have to do, have been doing, all of the calls I needed to make, and then I was making all of those calls today. So we set up a new joint bank account for like this house, the renovation projects, everything. We have to go into the branch to like prove our identities and get our account number because they don't just email it to you when you set up the account, which is odd to me. So we have to like do that today. We are going to the farm truck roundup tonight from 5 to 8, which happens every week, I'm pretty sure, on Thursdays at the retreat farm in town. So I am very stoked about that. We have been to the retreat farm a handful of times and we actually showed it to you guys in probably our Vermont vlog in 2021 because the retreat farm in Brattleboro is like, you go there, you can meet a bunch of the animals. They have a ton of animals around the property that you can like visit with. They have like a little bit of a trail system. They have a cheese shop. They often have like local produce, like a farmer's market vibe and like local beer and wine and all that kind of stuff. So tonight at the farm truck roundup, there's gonna be a bunch of like food trucks and stuff, live music, the whole 9 yards. Tickets are only $5. Like, go off. It happens every week. Come on now. in the summertime at least. So we're doing that as a little, you know, escape tonight, because even though we have so much to do on the house, we don't want to get so absorbed in just projects and the annoying things. Like, it's summer in Vermont. This is the best time to be here other than fall, you know? So we want to like actually be doing stuff. We may have to stop at the bank on our way to like get all of that stuff sorted and whatnot. And then also what I was doing this morning is calling about insurance. So I was like trying to find us appointments for our doctor and, you know, setting up all those kinds of like annoying things, right? And I realized that our insurance and our dental, like our health and our dental, are not covered out here. I mean, like, they're technically covered, but you're not gonna find a provider within the state lines of Vermont. The closest providers were like 2 hours away from us in Massachusetts, and it's like, I'm not gonna drive that far for my provider. So now we, contrary to what we already thought, like we thought we could keep our insurance, now we have to go through the whole process again and get new insurance. Life is amazing. No, I'm just kidding. It's like whatever. But yeah, so we have to do that, and I just put it on my to-do list because I was like, oh, I was wrong about that. And then also, I thought that maybe we had trash service here, but we live really rurally and we do not have that. So I had to figure out where the dump is and see where we'll have to take all of our trash. We'll probably have to do like a dump run every now and again. But this is just more of an inspiration to live zero waste. Obviously, we have a ton of trash like in the bed of the truck from the move, like bubble wrap and all that kind of shit. And then all of our boxes to recycle. And we just have like 2 big trash cans that we have out on our front porch right now, because we actually, in our move from Oregon to Virginia, got rid of our trash cans because they were both just so gross, like our recycling bin and our trash can. So we just like got rid of them, and we were gonna buy new ones. But we also have a ton of these like big silver trash cans. I'll just show you, that we usually use for bulk feed for the pigs. My hair looks really bad today. I'm being an outfit repeater these days and just wearing outfits like 2 days in a row, so don't mind me. I still have to redo my hair. But this is what I'm talking about. So these are like the giant trash cans that we have, and we used to put bulk feed bags for the pigs in here in our barn, and now we like moved up with them, so we're just kind of like, okay, this is our trash, this is our recycling. We unfortunately left all of the lids in Virginia because I'm pretty sure we have more of these somewhere, so we're just gonna like leave these out, like, you know, on the porch, and then take them to the dump whenever we can. So I'll have to make a dump run with the truck at some point, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that today. I don't know what I want to do today, because a lot of this stuff, like this is for the dining room, this air filter I should just plug in, it's for our future bedroom. Sheets, you know, I could go to the laundromat because we have to figure out the electrical still before we hook up our washer and dryer, and we're having some issues with that. So I really just want to get the bed like made and set up, but I don't want to put new sheets on that haven't been washed yet. Just like, I want to, you know, break them in. So I could do that, I guess. And then all of this stuff back here is more like decor. Yeah, like decorative pillows, our pillows and stuff for the bed, like big things of socks, art. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of the stuff where I'm like, I don't need to decorate right now. You know what I want to do though, is I want to sage the house. So maybe I could try to find my sage and this incense thing and sage it up. But we still have, I guess right now I'll just try to like organize all these moving blankets and like the various boxes in here. It's looking so funny in here. Rue's been playing toss down this hallway. Yeah, that's your crocodile. And we haven't put the legs back on our couch or set up the couch at all. But this is our little check-in. We still also have our moving blanket bed out and up. So yeah, man, it's just kind of an admin day, I feel like, for me, where I've just been like spending the entire morning just going over all of these things, being like, oh, okay, health insurance and no trash service, and trying to figure out how to register our cars as Vermont vehicles, and how long we have in that like period of time to take to do that, you know, because I'm pretty sure it's like within 60 days you have to register your car. And I'm figuring out about getting like Vermont licenses, and I'm trying to legally change my name, which I told you guys about the other day, which I just have to get my birth certificate from my dad, and he's already mailing it to me. He was so funny, he texted me yesterday and told me that he mailed it, and he was like, I'm excited to see how long it takes for a letter to get from Georgia to Vermont. And I was like, I love the USPS. They're gonna get it here speedy fast. I really do love USPS. I may have to scan my marriage license as well to provide to them because I don't know if I want to give them like the hard copy. I don't know. I guess like they would just scan both of those documents, right? Or do I have to bring in the real deal? I don't know. You guys want to know the answer, right? All right, I want to have a woo-woo moment with you guys really quickly for all my spiritual queens out there. I fucking love these oracle cards. Hitomi Machizuki here on YouTube actually sent these to me, and we were like doing a book exchange or something like that, and she sent me these from Rumi Oracle. People always ask me when I like share any of these readings or anything like that on Instagram what deck I use. So that's the deck, and this is the card that I pulled Arise when we decided to get this house. After looking at the inspection report, I was doubting myself. I was a doubter. Just kidding, I wasn't a doubter. I was just kind of like, is this the right decision? And then I pulled that card and it was so freaking accurate. It was just like, that hope in your heart, that optimism and patience for growth into love creates a light within you that helps the world see through darkness. The part that really got me was you dare to believe that everything will somehow work out where others only see what they judge to be wrong. And I needed that assurance with this home because I was just like, wow, a lot of people probably are gonna be like even when I uploaded the home announcement, Finley was like, get ready for people to be like, wow, what an ugly house or something like that. And I was like, I don't know. I really hope that people aren't like that because I see the potential in this home and it is beautiful even as it is right now to me. And like, I understand that there's a lot to do, but to me, that's also what was making it able for us to get this house because of all of the work, because of the needed window replacement and siding replacement and all that kind of things, and the roof repair and like, you know, the laundry list of other things and renovations to make it look cuter and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Like a lot of other people would have been like, not for me, but we were like, okay, we've literally been looking for so long, and Finley's been, I joke around with him just saying he's been training his whole life with his carpentry skills. And, you know, in Virginia, he was working in Japanese woodworking. So he was working on a lot of doors and windows and all that kind of stuff. And now we need to replace doors and replace windows and make new ones. So it's like, this was the perfect house for us, you know? Anyway, I'm going to pull a card today just because I'm feeling like it. And I need some just, I don't know, guidance, assurance, and just like a little reminder, I guess, on this journey that we're on, because I feel like the list of to-dos is kind of overwhelming today. Just so many random things to do, and I'm just feeling like, okay, well, I'll just pull it and see. Okay, we got the Whirling Goddess. She's gorge. Wow, I love this card. The art on these cards is like crazy. It's so beautiful. Okay, so this is 30. Okay, before I read this, just keep in mind that like this is a broad interpretation, and you know, obviously sometimes when people do not just oracle cards but like tarot and stuff, they'll be like past, present, future, but I only draw one card and read that. And I do this for friends on their birthdays. I do this when I go to camp with people, you know, just whenever. It's mostly a birthday thing though, but when we were on the summer solstice, like for Beltane, I did it with my friends then. So it's just kind of like little cute reminders. So if you're not into spirituality or don't want this kind of content, you can skip forward, but it's just fun to share and I love reading these things. So 30, the Whirling Goddess. Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Rumi. So it starts with a quote. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation. A reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving whilst our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. Oh my God. Okay, go off. And then, so it says, it starts with like two little quotes and then it goes into an interpretation. And the interpretation is my favorite part. There is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here, now, in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole, but your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked. even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes and then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little, until you are truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world, and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You're being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares put the mind to one side and say, "Tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step." And to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. This is my life recently. It's just crazy. I love the accuracy of these card pulls. You are ready, you see, sweet soul dancer. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter that you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. Sometimes it brings tears to my eyes how accurate these are. I'm gonna take a moment and then keep reading this in a second. Guys, the accuracy of this card in response to me just saying, I just need answers right before pulling is wild. The need for answers and plans, assurances, and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am already inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what are you going to do next or how you're going to manage, you are given this divine mandate. With relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Know nothing in dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres, happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. This oracle brings you a special message. If there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily, if needed. And then the sacred honoring ritual is kind of a more personal thing. And sometimes when I read these cards to friends, I'm like, you can do this like in your head. Like you don't have to say this aloud, but I'm going to read it to you guys. So the sacred honoring ritual is to say aloud, I give my heart permission to lead this dance. I give my mind some time off. No more worry or doubt, planning or resisting. Instead, I surrender. Instead, I open. Instead, I allow. I allow. I allow. And all unfolds with perfection, divine timing, and the miracle of grace. With Rumi as my sole witness, so be it. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Wow, the whirling goddess, me today, me coded. Oh, the accuracy always makes me feel better. Love it. Love a good card deck. This is by Alana Fairchild, by the way, these cards. So if you want a screenshot, go get them for yourself. It's always a fun read. I'm going to do some journaling and then I'm going to go about my many to-dos. But it's all in good fun. Oh, what a good card. Love you. I know we're just going to rip up all of the carpeting in this like winged room. We're just calling it the wing. But it's gross for now. Like, whenever I walk in here, I have to make sure I'm wearing socks because there's so much stuff on the carpet, just like dirt and stuff. So I'm just gonna vacuum it. We can rip up the carpet later anyways. So, might as well make it good now. Finley just removed this giant safe that was locked in outside of our bedroom that the seller left behind. I was telling him, I was like, such a waste of space. It's like a foot up on that wall. I'm gonna go see what it looks like. That is nice. It was like right here before. But now, free and clear, except for this. I'm gonna put this actually in the bathroom, I think, because At least then it could be in a cabinet that we could locate it next to the bedroom. The bedroom renovation is coming along freaking beautifully. He started it on Sunday and it already looks like this. He's gonna refinish these floors out here as well as in here. And he obviously has all of his work stuff and whatnot over here, but holy cow, this is where we are today. On Thursday, the 3rd of August. So I probably won't show you guys that whole project until, you know, it's fully complete, but I just wanted to update you on how it's going. It's going good, Larry. I got my piggy tails in. They're looking really good and cute and crimped. And we're going on a date. Woo! We're going to see all of the food truck roundup business, listen to the live music. And before that, we actually do have to get some stuff done though. So we have to go to our new bank and deposit new credit union. Yeah, not even a bank. Banks. We're really excited about moving to that credit union life. And we have to like deposit a check and then get our actual checks, or at least order them and all that kind of good stuff. And then if we are able to get the checks today, which I highly doubt that we will be, maybe I could get a money order or something to be able to pay the probate court for my name change, because I did find my birth certificate today, even though I texted my dad asking him to find it for me. So, whoops. He already mailed it to me, but whatever. Now I'll have another copy just in case, but just wanted to update you and say that we're going into town and we're gonna be yeeing and hawing our way for the whole rest of the night. Okay, so we're at the retreat farm and we were waiting in line for a while. You can see down there at the retreat farm sign, that's kind of where the line started, but somebody started yelling and was like, "Can everybody hear me? We're at a rain delay right now. So, you know, just wait it out and we can see what happens." I didn't know this when I bought the tickets, but not all of these like farm truck roundups are ticketed events apparently. And also apparently the music artist, the musician, is really popular. So a ton of people bought tickets ahead of time and it was like a really, really long line. And we were like, okay, what if we already have tickets, right? Go up. And then I look and I'm like, okay, the shortest line is for people who haven't bought their tickets yet. And then the longest line was for people who already had, because there were so many people who were like, probably nervous, you know, about it selling out or something, so they bought tickets earlier, so it just seemed like a little silly. But luckily the retreat farm has like Grafton Village Cheese Company, so we went in and got cheese and these rosemary crackers. Here, I'll show you the box. Castleton crackers, fresh rosemary. So we got these, some gorgeous limited access Vermont double IPAs, solar powered. That's pretty cool. Enjoy, crush, recycle, repeat. Gotta love Vermont, baby. And then, hold on, I'll give you a little ASMR moment. Yeah, let me try it. I haven't tried this beer before. Oh yeah, that's fucking good. Yeah, that's really good. Anyway, so just having this, chilling out, waiting to see if the rain comes or doesn't, or what they do, or if the line starts to go in, or if we hear music or something. But for right now, we're just waiting in our car because it's better than not. Do you want to show them the maple cheese?
Trying to unwrap it in a way I couldn't close it back up after.
Weren't you the kid who used to chew on the wax on your Baby Bells?
When I would get Baby Bells for lunch, I would open them, throw away the cheese, and eat the wax.
Wasteful king.
No, it wasn't wasteful. Some people throw away the wax, eat the cheese. I did it the other way around.
Food waste king.
And honestly, that's a really true story, and I did that every day for years, so...
Who knows how much wax is in that belly?
And then after that, I started eating 3 microwave peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day for lunch, once I was a mature, older man, aka like 6th or 7th grade.
Good thing this lady gave us this knife.
Yeah, because she took out the ones we keep in here.
Yeah. Can I try that one? Wow. This is a delicious car picnic. Yum. Stars are in your eyes, I'm beginning to see the light. I never went to go out to blow. But all the mistletoe. treat farm was so fun. Finley got us macaroons. Rainbow macaroons. And we watched Zara, Bodhi, and the Little Big Band. She was really good. And now we're gonna go home. Woo! Our first Vermont event. There were so many kids. We kept talking about it. We're like, oh my God, there's so many kids here. So many community events. Just truly incredible. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was really fun. We didn't get any dinner or anything just because we have so much stuff at home, but I did get a delicious heady topper, and you know I had to do it to them. And then we got these macaroons, which were... I left my plants! Let's go get them! We went back for our plants. We got onions, sage, holy basil, tulsi, a plant called Good King Henry, and then chives. Oh, so exciting. We're back home now with the Beishers. And I forgot to tell you this earlier, like a couple days ago when we decided this, but instead of just keeping this as like our fancy silverware or our flatware, because it's not silver, it's gold, we're just gonna donate the rest of our regular flatware and keep this because it's kind of silly to like keep one as for fancy occasions and one for the other. So we just have all of this here, and then the rest of it is just like in the back organizers. But whoa, I'm gonna have a little dinner of these little pot stickers I got from the co-op with some dipping sauce, and the dogs are also having a little dinner too.